In this class, now I am going to define trigonometric ratios at some standard angles. Now let us begin with sine 18 degrees. Now see, to find the sine 18 degrees, now I want to consider phi theta is equal to 90 degrees. Phi theta is equal to 90 degrees. Then if phi theta is equal to 90 degrees, then theta is equal to 90 by 5, which is equal to 18 degrees. Okay, so in the next step, so this phi theta, now I am going to split as 3 theta plus 2 theta, now which is equal to 90 degrees. See, in the next step, to transfer this 3 theta to the right side, so that what do you get left side? 2 theta is equal to 90 degrees minus 3 theta. Now apply sine on both sides, so that what do you get left side? Sine of 2 theta is equal to sine of 90 degrees minus 3 theta. You know sine 2 theta, which is equal to 2 sine theta into cos theta, and here sine 90 minus theta, which is equal to cos 3 theta. So you know left side right as it is, 2 sine theta into cos theta. So RHS cos 3 theta is there. You know cos 3 theta expansion. So 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So from both sides, see here, 2 sin theta cos theta. From RHS, now I would like to take cos theta common. When you take cos theta common, here 4 cos square theta minus 3 will be left. So this cos theta can be cancelled. Now in the next step, left side you have to write 2 sin theta, and RHS 4 cos square theta minus 3 is there. Now in place of cos square theta, now I would like to write 1 minus sin square theta. You know, by the first identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, but here cos square theta is there. So in place of that, what I wrote? 1 minus sin square theta. So in the next step, what do we get there on the simplification? So here 2 sin theta. So 4 minus 4 sin square theta minus 3. So in the next step, now I am going to transfer this one to the right side, so that here you will, otherwise bring all of them to the left side. Here minus 4 sin square theta, when you take into the left side, you will get plus 2 sin, 4 sin square theta. Here already plus 2 sin theta is there. Now 4 minus 3, 1. When you transfer 1 to the left side, minus 1, which is equal to 0 you will get. Now observe this. So it looks like a quadratic equation in terms of sin theta. Am I right? Right. So you know, okay. So solve it. How to solve the quadratic equation? To solve this, now I would like to use here quadratic formula. You know that minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So apply that formula, so that here you will get sin theta is equal to, okay, here shall I write the formula? See here, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is the quadratic formula which was given by Sridharacharya, so that on behalf of his name you can also call it as Sridharacharya formula. Okay, but in this problem what we are doing? We are finding the sine ratio at an angle 18 degrees. Okay, that 18 degrees belongs to the first quadrant, so that in the first quadrant sine is negative. So here don't consider this minus. Okay, if you consider here minus, you will get sin theta negative. Negative means that angle you will get in third quadrant or fourth quadrant. But here our angle is 18 degrees. Hence it should be positive. So that you take only plus value here. Okay. So in the next step, what do you do? See here, compare this one with standard form of a quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So in the place of b means the sin theta coefficient, that is 2, right here. 2 plus root of b square means 2 square, 4 minus 4ac. 4 into a value, 4 into c value minus 1 whole by 2a. 2 into 4. Now simplify that. So sin theta is equal to here minus 2 plus square root of this minus into minus plus. So 4 plus 16 you will get inside by 8. Now hereafter now sin theta is equal to, so here theta means you can replace theta by 18 degrees because in the beginning we have taken phi theta is equal to 90 degrees, hence theta will be 18 degrees because 18 phi is a 90, no? So theta will be 18. Now replace this theta by 18. Sin 18 degrees is equal to now 16 plus 4, 20. So you know square root of 20 can be written as, so 5 into 4 by 8. Now square root of 4 value 2 minus 2 plus 2 root 5 by 8. Now take 4 common from the numerator. If you take 2 common from the numerator, 2, here first write plus term, next 2. Here 2 I took common, no? So here whose coefficient minus 1 will be left here by 8. Okay? So 2 I have taken common, and here after taking 2 common, here 2 root 5 will be left. Here whose coefficient nothing is there means 1 you have to write. Okay? Write 2 ones, 2 fours. Now what you have got? Root 5 minus 1 by 4. So this is sin 18 degrees. Root 5 minus 1 by 4. Okay? Now let us go to define cos 18 degrees. That cos 18 degrees also you can evaluate by sin 18 only. Okay? Now let us see how I am going to find cos 18 degrees. Okay. To find that cos 18 degrees, now I would like to use that first identity of trigonometry. You know, that is familiar to us. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. No? I use that identity. So here, sin square 18 degrees plus cos square 18 degrees, which is equal to 1. So we want cos square 18 degrees. Now transfer this one to the right side. 1 minus sin square 18 degrees. So sin 18, how much have we got? Root 5 minus 1 by 4 whole square. Okay. Now simplify this. If you simplify here, 4 square 16. When you take cross multiplication, 16 minus root 5 minus 1 whole square. It looks like a minus b whole square. Now simplify. 5 plus 1 minus 2 root 5 by 16 you will get. Okay. Here what I have done? A by b whole square means a square by b square. So in the denominator 16. So I have simplified here. 16 will come over here minus. Here it is looking like a minus b whole square. A square means 5. B square means 1. Minus 2ab, 2 root 5 by 16. Okay. Now simplify. What do you get when you open this bracket? 5 plus 1, 6. 16 minus 6, 10. And this minus into minus. Minus into minus plus. Plus 2 root 5 by 16. Okay. Alright. So hereafter, send the square to the right side. Send the square to the right side. If you send a square to the right side, what do you get? Cos 18 degrees is equal to square root of 10 plus 2 root 5 by root 16. Root 16 value 4. Okay. Now you know what is this? Value of cos 18 degrees. So this cos 18 degrees, you can write cos of 90 degrees minus 72. So cos 90 minus theta, sin 72 degrees. Cos 18 degrees is equal to how much? Sin 72 degrees. How much is that value? Square root of 10 plus 2 root 5 by 4. Right. So in the previous one, what did we do? So we prepared sin 18 degrees value. How much you got? Sin 18? Square root of 5 minus 1 by 4. You know, the sin 18 can be written as 90 degrees minus 72. So you know, sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Cos 72 degrees. So sin 18 is equal to how much? Cos 72. Right. What is that value? Square root of 5 minus 1 by 4. Now, let us define this sine ratio at an angle 36 degrees. Okay? Right. So for that, what you need to do? See here. Sine 36 degrees. See, observe me what I am doing. Sine 36. Now I would like to express as 2 into 18 degrees. Now assume this as theta. Okay? So then it looks like sine 2 theta. You know sine 2 theta, multiple formula. 2 sine theta and cos theta. Okay? Right. Hereafter already we prepared sine 18 degrees. How much have we got? Square root of 5 minus 1 by 4. And cos 18 also we prepared. How much have we got? Square root of 10 plus 2 root 5 by 4. Now this 4 into 4, 16. 2 by 16 is equal to 1 by 8. Keep it aside. Okay. Right. Now in the next step here, root 5 minus 1 is there, but I would like to write this root 5 minus 1 as like this. Root 5 minus 1 whole square. Can we write? Yes, because square root to cancel. Again you will get this back step. So now this one I am not, okay, I am not disturbing anything. I am writing as it is. 10 plus 2 root 5. Okay. So I hope you have understood this step. 4 4 is 16. Here numerator 2 is there. 2 1 is 2 8 is 8 I wrote. So this root 5 minus 1, here I kept square root 5 minus 1 whole square. So this one I wrote as it is. Now here inside of the square root it is looking like a minus b whole square, no? Now expand by a minus b whole square formula. So here 1 by 8 under the square root a minus b whole square. A square means 5, b square means 1 minus 2ab, 2 root 5 into square root of 10 plus 2 root 5. Okay. Hereafter what do you get? Right. Now 1 by 8. Simplify. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 minus 2 root 5 into square root of 10 plus 2 root 5. Now this is A, root A. This is B, root B. Okay, you know, law of square root A into root B can be written as root of AB. So as per that identity, this can be written as 6 minus 2 root 5 into 10 plus 2 root 5. Now in the next step, 1 by 8, square root of 6 into 10, 60. 6 into 2, 12 root 5. What about this? Minus 20 root 5. So this minus into plus, minus. 2 2s are 4. Root 5 into root 5, 5. So on simplifying these two, what do you get? Minus 20. Right. Now here, 1 by 8 square root of 60 minus 20 is going to be 40. And what is the difference of these two? Minus 8 root 5. Okay. So in the next step, what do you write? So here 1 by 8. So from here and here, what can you take common? So you can take 4 common. When you take 4 common, here 10, here 2 root 5 will be left. So again, root A into B can be written as root A into root B. Means I am taking this 4 outside of the root. While it is coming outside, it will come as 2 by 8. You know that. So here what is left inside of the square root? 10 minus 2 root 5. So now go for simplification. 2 1s are 2 4s are. Now square root of 10 minus 2 root 5 by 4. So what is this? Value of sine 36 degrees. Okay, sine 36. How do you write? Sine of 36 can be written as 90 degrees minus 54 degrees. 90 minus 54 is equal to 36. Now, how does it look like? Sin 90 minus theta, which is equal to cos theta. Cos of theta value 54. Now here sin 36 is equal to cos 54. How much is that? Square root of 10 minus 2 root 5 by 4. Sin 36 you got. With the help of this, you can find cos 36 also. Again, how? With the help of this identity. Sin square 36 degrees plus cos square 36 degrees, which is equal to 1. Okay. Now, we want cos 36 degrees. Okay. So, transfer this one right side. Cos square 36 degrees is equal to 1 minus sin square 36 degrees. Now 1 minus sin 36 square root of 10 minus 2 root 5 by 4 whole square. Now simplify this. 1 minus square root to cancel. 10 minus 2 root 5 by 16. Okay. Now take cross multiplication. What do you get? 16 minus 10 minus 2 root 5 by 16. Now simplify. If you simplify, what do you get there? So when you open this bracket, 16 minus 10. So 6 you will get. This minus into minus plus 2 root 5 by 16. Okay? Right. What is this? Cos square 36 degrees. Cos square 36 degrees. What you got? 6 plus 2 root 5 by 16 you got. So we want cos 36. Okay. So for that, so this square you have to transfer to the right side. So take square root on both sides so that here you will get cos 36 and here square root of 6 into square root of 6 plus 2 root 5 by root 16. 4 you will get. Okay, here. What did I do to get this step? I took square root on both sides. So here I got cos 36, there I got like this. So inside, you know how to determine the square root of compound side. So this 6, now I would like to split as 5 plus 1. And here plus 2 into this root 5 you can write as root 5 into root 1 by 4. So you know this 5 you have to write root 5 whole square, 1 root 1 whole square. Now a square plus b square plus 2ab. So that can be written as root a root 5 plus 1 whole square by 4 you will get. Okay, no confusion here. How to determine the square root of this compound side you know. So here 6. How did I split? 5 plus 1. This root 5 into root 1. In the next step, this 5 you can write as root 5 whole square. Here it is written as root 1 whole square. Now it looks like a square plus b square plus 2ab. So square root of a plus b whole square. Now square root to cancel. Okay. So now what you got finally? So cos 36 degrees is equal to square root to cancel. Square root of 5 plus 1 by 4. Now you know So cos 36 degrees, again it can be written as 90 degrees minus 54 degrees. So cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta, sin 54 degrees. Cos 36 is equal to how much? Sin 54. How much is that value? Square root of 5 plus 1 by 4. Okay. Now what did I explain you? I have defined the sine and cosine ratios at 18 degrees and whose multiples, like 18 ones are 18 twos are 36, 18 threes are 54 and 18 fours are 72. Okay. So I have defined sine and cosine ratios at 18 degrees, 36 degrees, 54 degrees and 72 degrees. Okay. What values have we got? See, now I am going to again, okay, write on one table. Now observe the table. Here 18 degrees, 36 degrees, 54 degrees, 72 degrees. Now let us take here sine. Let it be angle theta, cos. Okay. Alright. Now sine 18 degrees. If you replace theta by 18, what you have got? Root 5 minus 1 by 4. And sine 36, square root of 10 minus 2 root 5 by 4. And sine 54, square root of 5 root 5 plus 1 by 4. And sine 72, so square root of 10 plus 2 root 5 by 4. Okay. Now write this value here, 10 plus 2 root 5 by 4. Now write this value here, square root of 5 plus 1 by 4. Write this value here, square root of 10 minus 2 root 5 by 4. Now write this value here, root 5 minus 1 by 4. Okay. So these are the required values for sine and cos at an angle 18 degrees, 36, 54 and 72. Okay. Right. Now let us go to define at 15 degrees and 75 degrees. Right, students, see here. Now I am going to define sine 15 degrees. Okay. So to define the sine 15, so now I would like to use that compound angle formula, sine A minus B formula. You know that sine A minus B. Okay. So sine A into cos B minus cos A into sine B. So, okay, see here, in place of 15 degrees, so you can write 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. It is looking like sine A minus B. So you know, sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So you know, sine 45 1 by root 2 and cos 30 degrees root 3 by 2. So sine cos 45 1 by root 2, sine 30 1 by 2. Now what is the LCM? Here 2 root 2, here 2 root 2. LCM is same. In such case, directly you can add the numerators. Root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Sine 15 degrees. Sine 15 degrees is equal to sine 90 degrees and 15 can be written as sine 90 minus 75. Am I right? 90 minus 75 is equal to 15 only. This 15 I am expressing as 90 minus 75. So that here it looks like sine 90 minus theta now. So now that is equal to cos theta. Cos 75 degrees and sine 15 both are equal. That value is square root of 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Okay. Suppose, right. So if you require sine 75, then what do you do? Sine 75, suppose if you require, then what do you do? So Here we have taken minus now for the previous case. Now here we would like to add them. So 45 plus 3, 75. Okay, right here put plus plus plus. Okay, right. Now here sin 75 is how much? Square root of 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So even 75 degrees can be written as 90 minus 15 degrees. Now sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Okay. So sin 75 is equal to cos 15. How much is that? Square root of 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Okay. Here I defined sine and cosine at 15 degrees and 75 degrees. Okay. Right. Now suppose if you want tan 15. What do you do? Tan 15 degrees, suppose if you want. How do you get? Tell me. So this can be written as sin 15 by cos 15. So just now we prepared sin 15. How much you got? Root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. By cos 15, root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Now cancel both of them. So what you got? Root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. Now rationalize the denominator. On rationalizing, so what do we get? Numerator is looking like root 3 minus 1 whole square. By denominator a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square. Now expand the numerator. A minus b whole square. Here 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3. Okay. By 2 you will get. Now simplify. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 by 2, 2. And this by this, root 2, 2 cancel. 2 minus root 3 is the tan 15 value. Okay. So tan 15 is equal to 2 minus root 3. Tan 15 degrees, how much have we got? 2 minus root 3. Even 15 degrees, what do you write? 90 minus 75 degrees. So tan 90 minus 75 equal to cot 75 degrees. Cot 75 degrees is also 2 minus root 3. So suppose if you want, okay, cot 15, what do you do? Suppose if you want cot 15 degrees, what do you do? So 1 by tan 15 you have tried. Now 1 by tan 15 is 2 minus root 3 now. Now rationalize the denominator. 2 plus root 3 by 2 plus root 3. Now simplify the denominator. So a minus b, a plus b, a square minus b square, which is equal to 1. Now cot 15 also can be written as cot of 90 degrees minus 75. Now cot 90 minus theta is equal to tan 75. Okay, tan 75 is 2 plus root 3. That is equal to cot 15. And sin, tan 15, how much you got? 2 minus root 3. That is equal to cot 75. Okay. Now, what did we do? We have defined this sine, cosine, tan and cot at an angle 15 degrees and 75 degrees. Okay. Right. Now, let us go to define. Okay, sine 22.5 degrees. For this, what do you do? Sine 22.5 degrees. For this, now I would like to use this multiples formula or submultiples. Cos 2 theta in terms of sine. What do you write? 1 minus 2 sine square theta. When you bring this one left side, 2 sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta you will get. So, if you want sin square theta, transfer 2 to the right side. So, sin square theta, which is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Send the square to the right side. So that what do you get? Sin theta is equal to plus or minus root of 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. So, whether you have to take plus or minus, it will depend on this angle. So your angle is 22 and half. 22 and half means which belongs to the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, so sine is positive. So that, okay, so to find the sine 22 of, so what I have to use? So this formula, sine theta is equal to square root of, tell me students, so 1 minus, you got now, 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Okay, right. Now here, theta you got. So when you go to the RHS, here it is doubled. Here theta is there, here 2 theta is there. In the same manner, here 22 and half. When it goes to the right side, 1 minus cos, here 2 theta. This you have to double. 22 half doubles are 45 degrees you will get. By 2. Now which is equal to square root of 1 minus cos 45. 1 by root 2 whole by 2. When you take cross multiplication, square root of root 2 minus 1 by this 2 will come to the down. 2 root 2. So this is sine 22 of degrees. Square root of root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So even this sine 72 of also can be written as sine of 90 degrees minus 67 of degrees. Now sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos 67 of. Okay? Right, remember this. Similarly, suppose if you want cos 22 of. Cos 22 of degrees if you would like to find, then here you have to write cos theta. So here plus you will get. Okay? Now here cos 22 of degrees. Now here write plus. Okay? So plus you will get. Cos 22 of value same like previous one. Finally you will get square root of root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Now this is also equal to cos of 90 degrees minus 67 of. So cos 90 minus theta, sin theta. Sin 67 of degrees you will get. Okay? Right. Now, suppose if you want to tan 22 of degrees, what do? Define sin 22 of by cos 22 of. Sin 22 of by cos 22 of. Okay. So sin 22 of by cos 22 of. Suppose if you want sin, just now we have written sin 22 of value. How much have we got? Root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2 whole by square root of root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2. These two will be get cancelled. So finally what you have got? Root 2 minus 1 by root 2 plus 1. Now rationalize the denominator. So here you will get root 2 minus 1 by root 2 minus 1. Okay? Alright. Now simplify that. If you simplify, what do you get here? Okay. So square root of, now here a minus b into a minus b. A minus b whole square. Root 2 minus 1 whole square by a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. You will get 2 minus 1. Square root 2 cancel. Root 2 minus 1. Okay. This is tan 22 and half degrees value. Tan 22 of value. So tan 22 of also can be written as tan of 90 degrees minus 67 of. So tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta. Cot 67 of degrees. Okay? Right. So similarly, if you want cot 22 of degrees, what you have to do? So reverse you have to write cos theta by sin theta. So finally you will get root 2 plus 1. So cot 22 of is equal to tan 67 of degrees. Okay? Right. Now let us define cot 7 of degrees. Cot 7 of degrees. How much do you get this? Okay. So to find this value, see, observe me what I am doing. So see here, cot theta can be written as cos theta by sin theta. Now in the next step, multiply numerator and denominator with cos theta, cos theta. So in the numerator you got cos square theta. In the denominator sin theta, cos theta. So now write 2 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Here 2 cos square theta can be written as 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 sin theta cos theta can be written as sin 2 theta. Okay. So here you require cot 7 of degrees. So here this is theta. Now write this theta value over here. Now 1 plus cos 2 into 7 of, which is equal to 15 degrees. Cos 15 degrees by sin 15 degrees. Okay. Here theta, when you come to the right side, it is doubled. 2 theta, 2 theta. Here 7 of is there. When you go to the RHS, 15, 15 will come. So, you know this cos 15 degrees. How much? Root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So, come to the down. Sin 15 degrees, root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Now, simplify this. On simplifying this, you will get cot 7 of degrees value. Okay. Now, what do? Take cross multiplication. So 2 root 2 plus root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Okay, 2 root 2 whole by root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. 2 root 2 cancel. Okay, so in the next step what I am going to do? So I am going to rationalize the denominator. Already in the numerator 2 root 5 plus root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 1 is there. Okay. Now rationalize the denominator. If you rationalize, what do you get here? Root 3 plus 1 by root 3 plus 1. Now in the denominator, root 3 minus 1, root 3 plus 1. So a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square, so that you will get 2. Now take the product of this and this. So I am multiplying. So this root 3 with these 3. So here what do you get? What do you get? Tell me. 2 root. Students, tell me. 2 root 15. And here root 3 into root 3. 3. And here root 3 plus, now 1 with this 2 root 5 plus root 3 plus 1. Okay. Is there any like terms? These any like terms? Here these two are like terms. So here 2 root 15, here root 3, 2 root 3, okay, right, here 2 root 5, here 3 plus 1, 4, now divided by 2, okay students, right, okay, now divide with 2, what do you get? Root 15 plus root 3 plus root 5 plus 2 you will get. Okay. So it is cot 7 of degrees, Sama. So once again I explain you this cot 7 of degrees. So once again let me explain you this cot 7 of degrees. Here cot 7.5 degrees. Now I would like to write cos 7 half by sin 7 half. So in the next step, numerator and denominator I am multiplying with cos 7 half, so that you will get in the numerator cos square 7 half degrees by sin 7 half into cos 7 half. So in the next step 2. So it can be written as 1 plus cos 15 degrees by, in the down, sin 15 degrees. Okay, right. So in the next step we have to substitute cos 15 degrees and cos, so here sin 15 degrees here. Okay, just now we wrote that okay, sin 45 degrees, sin 15. How did we write? Sin of 45 minus 30 degrees, no? No, sin A, cos B, cos A, sin B, root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2 you got. Okay, so now replace this by root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Okay, fine. So here cos 15 degrees, root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2 you will get. Okay, right. Now let us simplify this. So take the cross multiplication. When you take cross multiplication, 2 root 2 plus root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2 whole by root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Okay, right. Now these two will be get cancelled. Now what is left? 2 root 2. I think in the previous okay, I wrote here 5. Okay, corrected that mistake. Here not 5, 2 root 2 you will get. So plus root 3 plus 1 by here root 3 minus 1. Now rationalize the denominator, root 3 plus 1 by root 3 plus 1. Now multiply these 3 terms with these 2 terms, root 3 into 2 root 3. So you will get 2 root 6. Root 3 into this 3 you will get, root 3 into 1 root 3. Now 1 multiply with these 3 terms, so that here you will get 2 root 2 plus root 3 plus 1 by down a minus b into a plus b 2 you will get. Okay, so here finally what you got? 2 root 6 plus, tell me students, here root 3, here root 3. Okay, 2 root 3 and here 2 root 2, here 3 plus 1 4 whole by 2. Okay, now divide. So numerator terms with 2. Take 2 common from the numerator and cancel with the denominator. So I am taking 2 common from the numerator. Here root 6 will be left, here root 3 will be left, here root 2, here 2 whole by 2. 2 cancel. So this is our cot 7.5 degrees value. Cot 7.5 degrees is equal to, so root 6 plus root 3 plus root 2 plus 2. Okay, still you can factorize. How? So students observe me, still this one you can make a factorization. So here for that, see what I am doing. Root 6, now I would like to write root 3 into root 2 and here root 3, here root 2 plus this 2 I would like to write root 2 into root 2. Okay, so from these two I would like to take root 3 common. So here root 2 plus 1 will be left. From these two, now I would like to take root 2 common. Here root 2, here 1 will be left. Again inside same. So root 3 plus root 2 into root 2 plus 1. So cot 7.5. Either you can write like this or like this. Okay students, remember this. Next, cot 7.5. Suppose if you want tan 7.5 degrees, what do? You have to write 1 by cot 7.5 degrees. Reciprocal of cot is tan, no? So already this value we prepared. You got this much, no? Now write here 1 by. So root 3 plus root 2 into root 2 plus 1. Okay. Now simplify that. Okay. Still some simplification is possible. So do that. So what simplification can you make thereafter? You have to rationalize the denominator. Okay. Now here root 3 plus root 2 into root 2 plus 1. Now multiply numerator and denominator with root 3 minus root 2 by root 3 minus root 2. And here root 2 minus 1 by root 2 minus 1. Now in the numerator what do you get? Root 3 minus root 2 into root 2 minus 1. In the denominator a minus b into a plus b, which becomes 1. And here also a plus b into a minus b, whose product becomes 1. So this is our required value for tan 7.5 degrees. Root 3 minus root 2 into root 3 minus root 2 minus 1. Okay. So till now what did I explain you? I have defined these ratios at multiples of 18, like 18, 18 to the 36, 18 3 the 54, 18 4 the 72. And also I defined this ratio set 15, 75. Okay. Next I explained this cot 7.5 degrees value. Okay. Now I would like to define these ratios at 30 degrees, 45 degrees and 60 degrees, 0 degrees and 90 degrees. Okay now. Because being an IIT aspirant, you people should aware of the proofs of this standard results also. Okay. Right. Now, to get this trigonometric ratios at 30 degrees value, so we have to use an equilateral triangle. Okay, so now I am going to define all these ratios at 30 degrees and 60 degrees. For that, what I am going to do? I am going to use an equilateral triangle. Okay, now let us see. Let us consider one equilateral triangle of side length 2a units. 2a units. Okay. Now drop an altitude which meets midpoint of opposite side, that is D. So 2a we have taken no BC length, and I said D is the midpoint, so that BD length will be A and DC length also will be A. Now, okay, you know, in an equilateral triangle, interior angles are equal to 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Vertical angle also 60, but here we have taken the altitude. So, in an equilateral triangle, altitude will be the angular bisector. Okay, so that this angle will be 30 degrees, this angle will be 30 degrees. Now here AD length. So to get this AD length, use this right angle triangle. Okay, here hypotenuse is 2a whole square, 4a square. Here BD length a square plus AD square. Now simplify. Now AD will be root 3 into a you will get. Okay. Now define all these ratios at an angle 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Okay, suppose if you want sin 30, what do? Go to here, and with respect to this is opposite A, and hypotenuse is 2a. A cancel 1 by 2. And sin 30 1 by 2. Then whose reciprocal? Cosec 30? 2 you will get. Similarly, suppose if you require cos 30 degrees, what do? With respect to 30, adjacent is root 3a and hypotenuse is 2a. Now a cancelled. So root 3 by 2 is cos 30 degrees. Now this is equivalent to, so reciprocal of cos, you know, secant. Secant 30 degrees, 2 by root 3. Okay, similarly if you want tan 30, what do? Go here. Opposite is a, adjacent is root 3a. So a by root 3a, a cancel 1 by root 3. Okay, right. If tan 30 is 1 by root 3, cot 30, root 3. Similarly, okay, so go to here and define sin 30. With respect to 60, this is opposite. So sin 60 degrees is equal to opposite is root 3a by hypotenuse is 2a. A cancel. Now root 3 by 2. Sin 60 root 3 by 2 means whose reciprocal cosec 60 value will be 2 by root 3. Okay? Right. Next, define cos 60 degrees. Cos 60 degrees is equal to, with respect to 60, this is adjacent. Adjacent is A and hypotenuse is 2A. A cancel 1 by 2. So cos 60 is 60 1 by 2. Then secant 60 will be how much? Reciprocal of this 2. Similarly, suppose if you want tan 60 degrees, what you people have to do? Opposite by adjacent. So root 3a by a. A cancel, root 3. Tan 60 root 3. Then cot 60 will be 1 by root 3 you will get. Okay? Right. Next. Okay. Let us go to 45 degrees. Okay, I hope you have understood. All these ratios I have defined. Okay, at 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Okay, so all these ratios we have defined on equilateral triangle. From an equilateral triangle, so we have defined these 6 ratios at 30 and 60. Okay, which we have got from an equilateral triangle. I hope you have understood this. Now let us go to define all these ratios at 45 degrees. Okay, whose proofs we get from isosceles right angle triangle. Okay, now see that. Okay, right here. Consider an isosceles right angle triangle in which the right angle is located at B and these two sides are equal. Two sides are equal and one of an interior angle is 90 degrees. Okay, then such triangle is known as isosceles right angle triangle. So these two sides are equal now. Then whose opposite angles will be equal? How much that equal quantities? 45 degrees and this is 90. Sum of these three equal to 180. Okay. Now I would like to consider this equal side length as 2a. 2a. If you take this is 2a, then AC will be how much? AC square, hypotenuse square equals side square plus side square. 4a square plus 4a square. Now which is equal to 8a square. When you transfer square that side, you will get root of 8a square. If you simplify this, you will get 2 root a. 2 root 2 into a, that is AC. Now drop an altitude from B to AC which meets midpoint of AC. So total length is 2 root 2. Then AD will be root 2a and DC will be root 2a. So this is 90 degrees. This is 45. This will be also 45. Now take this right angle triangle. Okay, 90, 45, 45. This 45 opposite side root 2a no. Then this 45 opposite side length will be also root 2a by the geometrical property. Okay. Now let us go to here and define sin 45. Now sin 45 opposite by hypotenuse. Root 2a by 2a. A cancel. Now root 2 by a. 2 can be written as root 2. Both are cancelled 1 by root 2. If sin 45 is 1 by root 2 and whose reciprocal cosec 45? Root 2 you will get. Similarly, cos 45 degrees. Adjacent by hypotenuse. Root 2a by 2a. A cancel. Now root 2 by this 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Both are cancelled. 1 by root 2. Now observe here, sin 45 you got 1 by root 2. Similarly cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. If cos 45 is 1 by root 2, then whose reciprocal secant 45 is also root 2. And let us define tan 45. Now tan 45 is equal to, with respect to this 45, this is opposite, root 2a. By adjacent, root 2a. Both are cancelled. 1. Tan 45 is 1. Then whose reciprocal cot 45 is also 1. Okay. Now we have defined all these ratios at 45 degrees. Now let us go to define all these ratios at 0 degrees and 90 degrees. For that, now I would like to consider one circle with center origin. Okay, this is x-axis and this is y-axis origin. Let it be O. Now on this circle, consider any one point P whose coordinates are x comma y. Now connect this. Let us consider whose radius be r. Now drop an altitude from P to this x-axis, which meets x-axis at one point. Let it be q. So the distance from O to Q in this figure, this is equivalent to this, that is x. From here to here it is y. Now this is 90 degrees, 90. Consider this amount of rotation is theta. Now sin theta definition, y by r. Cos theta definition, x by r. Tan theta definition, y by x, Okay. Now OP, here POQ is one angle, no? Theta is equal to POQ. So for this angle, this is initial ray, this is rotating ray or terminating ray. This is terminating ray. When you rotate this terminating ray in the clockwise direction, whenever it coincides with the x-axis, your theta will be 0 degrees. And whenever it coincides with x-axis, x equal to r you will get. Now theta equal to 0, x equal to r, substitute here. When you put theta equal to 0, it is going to be sin 0. Now when you put here, okay, and here one more point you have, right? When you bring like this down, so whenever it coincides with x-axis, your y will become 0. Okay, here it coincides with like this here. So there x comma 0, your y quantity will become 0 and x equal to r, theta is 0. When you write all this in this definition, so your y became 0, no? 0 by r, which becomes 0. When sin 0 is 0, then whose reciprocal? Cosec 0 means this you have to take reciprocal, which will not be defined. So that cosec 0 is not defined, sin 0 is 0. Similarly, go to this ratio and put x equal to r cancel. Cos theta, cos 0 degrees will become 1. If cos 0 is 1, whose reciprocal secant 0 is 1. Now go to here. So your y value 0. 0 by r. Tan 0. 0 by r equal to 0. So tan 0, 0. If tan 0 is 0, when you take whose reciprocal? Cot 0 will not be defined. Okay na? So now sin 0, 0 you got. Cos 0, 1 you got. Tan 0, 0 you got. And cosec 0 not defined. Secant 0, 1. Cot 0 not defined. So to define 90 degrees, same this terminating ray. So you have to bring like this. Okay, whenever this terminating ray coincides with the y-axis, your theta will become 90 degrees. So on the y-axis, x value will become 0 and here it is y. So x value is 0 and r is equal to y. Now substitute these values in that definition. Now sin theta. So r equal to y. So r by r cancel 1. Now theta is 90 degrees now. Now sin 90 became 1. Now cos 90. Go to here. Now here x value 0. 0 by r, which is equal to 0. Cot 90 is 0. Next to tan 90 degrees. So tan 90 definition y by x, but here x value is 0. 1 by 0 not defined. Okay. So what you got? Sin 91, cos 90 0, tan 90 not defined. Now let us go to whose reciprocal? Cosec 90. When you take reciprocal of this, 1 only will come. Cos 90, here 0. When you take reciprocal, reverse. 1 by 0, not defined will come. Okay na? Sec 90 not defined. And tan 90 not defined. Means y by 0. When you take reciprocal, 0 by y. Means 0 will come. So cot 90 is 0. Sec 90 not defined. Okay, cosec 90 1. Okay. Thank you. I hope you have understood all these ratios at some standard angles. Thank you.